Been a long old day. Not going to be long. Going to give you a rundown my post match review of Ipswich versus Stoke. Anyway, I'm Mike the Fisherman. This is Fisherman's Blues. Some people don't like me. I don't know why. It's hilarious. There's been a few socials things. I love it. Anyway, this is my channel. I talk about Ipswich, I talk about football. I love it. I have done since I've been a town fan since '73. So there we are. Long time, a long time. So let's get into it. We've got one person currently watching, which is like a woohoo. So we'll go for, I don't know, 20 likes, 25 likes, something like that. Likes help the channel grow. And if you've got friends and that, subscribe. And unfortunately, one person's gone. So I'm now talking to no one. Anyway, I don't care. I'm going to carry on talking about this. Okay, so Ipswich, Stoke. Lineup was pretty good. Same as team we played against, Coventry. Palmer in goal. Furlong. Centre backs. And there's Mike Baker. Thanks, Mike. Hi, Martin. How you doing? Centre backs were O'Shea and Kipre, and left back Leif Davis. Evening, Shane. Thank you for joining me. And then we had our midfield two of Taylor and Matisiwa, with Egeli, Nunes in the 10, Phil O'Gene, and Azon up front. Well, it was what a start. We get the ball straight up our end. Jaden gets the ball, lays off the ball to Nunes, who sublimely, I mean, it was the delicate of touches. And it literally just bang, 1-0, and you think, whew, carries on like this for the rest of the game, it's going to be good. But that was it. It was a really strange game. It was like, we had control for probably about, 10 minutes, and then Stoke just, in that first half, just sort of grabbed hold of the ball, really. They had more possession without really hurting us, and that was weird. I mean, we were always told, as you know, we're told that if teams come and attack us, we're going to open them up. Well, Stoke did that, and we didn't open Stoke up, which was a bit. I need a shave. I just realised I'm looking a bit furry. I need a shave. And we opening teams up, and we didn't really open Stoke up as much as we should have done. Evening, Dino. Mike, my eyes are terrible tonight. Mike, got to convert more of our chances if we are serious about promotion. Yeah, look, I think even I have to admit. Oh, someone said to me, I don't know, 5-6 games ago, we were going to beat Coventry and Stoke. I'd have probably laughed at them, to be honest, because the signs weren't there. And we had a really good performance against Coventry, effort-wise. I just felt we dropped off a bit against Stoke. And that was a bit disappointing for me. So, yeah. But look, it was a hard watch at times. I guess you could argue we controlled the game. Dino says, Mike, how many changes tomorrow then? Well, who knows? I think there's possibility. I think possibility there could be. I think maybe Philogene comes off for Clark. Hurst comes off for Azon, who missed an absolute. Oh my days! How can you balloon? I mean, I could have scored that. I mean, he ballooned that over. I mean, it's just gone past Saturn. It really has. It's gone past Saturn, and it's still travelling. You know, it's picked up some rings there and still travelling. That's how high the ball went over the bar when you had an open target to it. You know, and that says to me the difference between, if he puts that away, we go 2-0 up, and I think the floodgates open. If I'm honest. But I guess it was an ugly performance. I wouldn't say it was particularly brilliant. Azon and Ali on the level. Yeah, I agree. Big up, Mike. Thank you very much, United fan 354. Hope you're well. I am, mate. Thank you. Good to see you on the channel. But yeah, look, I think we can't complain. We're sat fourth. Middlesbrough obviously and Cov are the team to catch. Cov, I don't think will catch. Middlesbrough, I don't know. It's hard. Look, we got Leicester tomorrow, so that's going to be a tough one. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna. I really don't know how we're gonna do on that one. We're not really. I've said this, and look, against Coventry, we upped our game, and I felt that we'd gone out of first gear and we were in the second gear. I just feel that it just feels that the team is still stuck in first gear a little bit. But what I will say, if we can keep this team fairly settled, there's partnerships starting to happen now. You can see it by the way the communications. You watch two players communicate, like Philogene and Davis. There's a little bit of There's a lot of communication between them two players at the moment. Jack Taylor, look, there's a lot of people saying about Kipre being the man of the match. For me, Jack Taylor was the man of the match. I thought again in that midfield, he was absolutely dogged. He ran his socks off. He broke play down. He tackled. He was brutal, and his passing's improved massively. I think there's a good partnership there between him and Matt Siwa. I think that partnership works quite well. There's talk about obviously Matt Siwa, obviously on 9 yellows now. So if he gets another one, excuse me, he could be dropped. He'll have a 2-game suspension. Coventry will drop more points. Well, yeah, of course they'll drop points, but they're up there for a reason. You know, they've got a manager there in Lampard who's got them playing really good football. Yeah, we beat them 3-0. I think defensively they got some injury woes. I know they've got some injuries up front as well. So another day that could have been a different thing altogether. But who knows? Like I said, it's them partnerships that are starting to develop. You've got Kipre and O'Shea that are creating a lovely centre back partnership, which is really good. I'd just like to see Furlong and Agueli get a partnership. On that right hand side, Furlong's very good at defending, but he just doesn't get forward enough for me. I'd like to see Harry Clark come in that position, see what he can offer, because I think he'll. Oh my days! Can't stop yawning. It's been a long day. I think if Harry Clark can play, he will get forward, but it would mean we'd get exposed a bit at the back. So it's a bit. What's the name? Yeah, Martin says Taylor was sick. I agree, absolutely. I thought he was outstanding. Kipre, close second. I'm not going to lie, for man of the match. I thought O'Shea, another good game. Matt Siwa, another good game. Walton, I think, had another good game without doing anything massive, without any really sort of anything spectacular. But I think all in all, I think it was an ugly performance with the right result. That's what we want. We want wins. We need wins. People say, I'm too negative, but no, it's only because I care about the club. It's only because I want the club to go do well. I want them to be, I want Ipswich to be back in the Premier League and competing and playing against them big boys, Oh, God. Oh. Mustn't. I'm always awake far too early. Dino says Blackpool will be Clark's next game. Yeah, I reckon you possibly could. I think it'll be loads of changes. It'll be interesting to see what the Jan window brings, because obviously I think we do need a couple of players to bring in. Like I said, I thought with Azon scoring a couple of goals, I was kind of hoping that he might sort of click a little bit, but to miss an absolute sitter, that was painful. It was horrible to watch. The more I watched it, the more I wanted to give him a slap. It was wasn't great at all. But yeah, so Stoke, 3 points, Coventry, 3 points. Leicester tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not going to go too long tonight, lads. I'm going to shoot off in a minute. I'm going to go and watch my boy play in a charity match. So I'm looking forward to that. So, but yeah, it was a good win. It's good to get 3 points. We won it ugly. We go again tomorrow. Predictions for tomorrow. Those in the chat. What are we going to go for tomorrow then? Leicester. Leicester away. What are we going to go for? Martin says, I think if we do get promoted, do you think McKenna will invest in the Premier League players? Well, I have to argue, actually, to be fair. I think that's something we have to do. We've got to look at some Premier League experience, like Sunderland have. Sunderland, invested wisely. Graham, hey, evening, Graham. How you doing? 2-1 Ipswich. I like the sound of that. Leicester are leaking goals. Hurst is playing. I'm going 3-1 Town. Dean, yeah, I'd take a draw. Well, no, sorry. I don't want to draw. I want to beat Leicester. I don't like Leicester. Never been a fan of Leicester. Apart from when they won the league. Oh, God. Excuse me. Yeah, apart from when they won the league, I was happy to see them win the league. Made someone different, a different club winning the league, a bit like Palace winning the FA Cup, some different club rather than the usual crowd. So yeah, I'm going 3-1. 3-1 tomorrow, and I think Nunes will score tomorrow, and I think Hurst will score possibly. Yeah, Hurst, Nunes. I'm going to go Hurst, Nunes, and I think Agelli could get one in there tomorrow. I reckon Agelli could do that. So, but right. So Dino. Oh God, yeah. You watch him come up with a worldie tomorrow if he does plays. Martin Bell, 1-0, Nunes free kick. Look, Nunes is on 5 assists this year. He's like brilliant signing. Can't go wrong with that, can you? You want if you're going to get a player in, we needed that creativity, and he offers that creativity. He does the simple things well. So let's hope and pray. God, I can't stop yawning tonight. What's going on? That's old age. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short. Go and watch me boys football. Thanks for watching. I'm the Fisherman. This is Fisherman's Blues. Leicester tomorrow. Come on, you Blues. Let's put the old foxes to bed. And I will see you with a live probably Sunday evening. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I know it's only short. Normally I waffle on a lot longer. But as for tonight, I'm Fisherman. I will catch you guys soon. Thanks a lot for joining me. Bye-bye.